Okay, so I posted up a question about how many people actually wanted to learn how to make a neon. And I got a lot of positive response for that. So this is a preliminary test to see how things go. I've been studying this for about 9 months, so I think I'm pretty confident that I can build one from scratch. So as you can see here, I have a DS Lite silver that it's in pretty bad shape. The digitizer is all, scratched. You can see that. And I think the top screen's got some, I call them black tears because they're dead pixels. So right up here is dead pixel. There's not really much you could do about it. And I think this one doesn't read DS games either. The ones with black tears like this are just no good. You can't really fix them. I haven't found any way to fix them. It just means the screen is bad. It works, but nobody wants to see a big black blob. And to note, once you start seeing these black tears, they start forming all over the place. And they start hitting lines, and it just gets worse. So, no, the screen is bad. But other than that, I'm going to use this as my demo. So I'm assuming that you have, a DS Lite that has a broken top hinge, which is really, really common these days. It's a design flaw that Nintendo just didn't, get right. Ways to fix a DS with a broken hinge. It's very labor intensive to some degree. You've got to take it completely apart and reassemble it, and it takes a little time to do so. So when you see a broken hinge like this, you have to make some decisions if you really want to invest the time to fix it, if it's worth it. Like if this didn't have a black tear in it, I might would consider, and fixing the DS slot. This one is a pretty good candidate for a neon, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to use this guy for. So the tools needed for this mod, now I wanted to be very clear. Well, first off, let me go with the tools that you're going to need to get this mod started. So you're going to need some pliers. These are my wire cutters at the moment, but you're going to need this to modify your case somewhat. Some tweezers, some soldering tweezers that I have here, helpful. You're going to need an acrylic rod. You can buy these on Amazon. I don't remember the exact dimensions of this. I'll put the link in the description once I figure out what I ordered. I have it in my Amazon shopping history. So you order these on Amazon, and I highly recommend you order these right away before you do the mod because it can take a couple weeks to get in. These are made. You're also going to need an LED, and I also got these at Amazon too. And what I like about these particular ones is that it already has a resistor built in, so they're less likely to cause any shortages or anything like that. And even though it's pre-tipped for me, I think it's pre-tipped. So, but we're going to be cutting this down to about right here, so it doesn't really matter. But I like the fact that it has a resistor already soldered into the positive terminal, so that's nice. And we're going to need some wires. Now, I found that old Ethernet wire goes a long way. So I highly recommend just using these. I've done a really good job with those. You're going to need some electrical tape. Definitely going to need this. You got to mask off some areas. And last but not least, now probably there's some other tools too, but I think I'm covering the major ones. Now you're going to need a really good soldering iron and to do it, because we are going to solder some stuff. So there is a no soldering method, which I might actually do a tutorial on that later on down in the future. If there's interest in it, there is a no soldering method, but I found that it's a little bit more difficult than it sounds. So, and you're limited to not having any kind of light, or if you do, it's just a white light. So those folks who don't want the neon, the no soldering method might be an option for you. But I will do that in a different video. Right now, I'm just going to focus on this one. So now that I got all my parts together, just want to have a disclaimer pop up right about here. A disclaimer. If you're under 18, please seek parental guidance for this kind of mod. Make sure that you're being watched and guided through the process. Make sure that you take care and you go slow with this process. I highly recommend you watch the video first a couple times before actually pursuing this mod. A lot of folks say it's easy. I want to say it's not. It took a while for me to learn this and master it. So don't be discouraged if it takes you a little time to get the hang of things. And also, like I said, if you're underage, please seek guidance from a parent or your guardian or someone who is able to assist you with this mod. Also, I hold no responsibility for any damage you might do to your unit. This is just strictly a tutorial video to help you figure out if this is something that you want to do, and a lot of mistakes can happen during this process, so I do not hold any responsibility if you break your unit. I'm sorry, but just know I don't hold any responsibility. This is just an educational video to show you how to make a neon. That's it. So without further ado, though, I'm going to have a part 1 series. This is the introduction. So I will do a complete teardown of this unit, and we're going to turn this into a neon. I don't know how many parts of video I'm going to have because I'm new on YouTube, and I can only go up to 15 minutes. So this is probably going to be like a part series. I don't know how many parts there will be, but I promise you that I will go from the very beginning to the very end of the tutorial. So, and additionally, I will have a PDF guide to help you as well if you want to read over the PDF. That hasn't been made yet. I will be collecting data from that during this build and writing off the PDF to go with the video series. So anyway, so tune in to part 1 and we'll get started.